What's happening, everybody? I'm Coach Brian Klepacki with CriticalBench.com, certified strength coach, and I'm standing next to Alyssa. She is awesome. She's actually training for her first ever powerlifting meet coming up, and we're going to be showing you the hip thrust. Well, actually, she's going to be showing you the hip thrust. The cool thing is about this hip thrust, she actually uses this for her powerlifting preparation. Not just body weight movements, but she loads up a bar and throws around some heavy weights. But however, she just didn't just start throwing around heavy weights. She had to get everything set up properly for the hip thrust. The best way to get the hip thrust going is just to start with body weight. Okay, so you got a bench. Everybody's got a bench. You can even do these at home. So you see this bench here. It's kind of oblong and weird shaped, but all benches are different. It doesn't prevent you from doing the hip thrust. So you want to make sure you're centered on the bench there. So go ahead and get in position. Now from this position, you want to make sure your shoulders are on top of the bench evenly. Looks pretty even, right? Okay. Feet about hip width apart. Now this, your feet can move around a little bit. As a strength coach, I'm not too picky on foot placement. You got to make sure it's comfortable for you. Obviously, if you've got some limitations, you got to accommodate that. But general rule of thumb is hip width apart. So knees are going to be at 90 degrees once she lifts the hips up. So what she's going to do now is put her arms on the side of the bench. That just helps stabilize it. Hips go up. Look at 90 degrees. Perfect. Hips go down. That's it. That's the hip thrust. Let's get a couple more. Now notice her head is up, looking down. This takes a lot of strain off the lower back. Also makes the hamstrings and the glutes contract a lot harder. When you get up to the top, you got to squeeze as hard as you can. Relax to the bottom. Now notice her knees are right in line with her hips and also her ankles. She's not turning the knees in. Let's get two more. Good. So now this is a great exercise to use just to develop glute power, glute strength, but also there's a lot of cool research coming out that shows that the hip thrust has a direct effect on the squat and deadlift, increase in strength and power, but also body circumference measurements. The cool thing is about this is that it's probably the safest exercise you can do. I've never had anybody get injured from this particular exercise. We always hear people getting injured on deadlifts and squats, but not this one. But now the interesting part is that if you do deadlifts and squats and neglect to do the hip thrust, it doesn't have a direct correlation between the two. So you can deadlift and squat. It won't really affect your strength and power on the hip thrust. But the hip thrust will affect and help strengthen your deadlift and squat. Hopefully you caught that there. So there is some benefits of doing this. So as a strength coach, like I said, and a functional movement specialist, I'm always about taking the safe road. Injury prevention. If you have some kind of limitations and you can't add weight, so go ahead and take this. If you can't add weight, just do what you just did or what you just saw with Alyssa here. But let's say body weight is too light, throw a plate on you, 25 pounds, not that big of a difference. Go ahead and I got some more reps. Make sure it's comfortable. You can hold on to the plate. You can do this with a dumbbell, a barbell, resistance bands. You'd be surprised on how strong your glutes actually are. First time I ever did this, I was lifting a lot more weight than I thought I was capable of doing. But the main thing is you want to proceed with caution. So hopefully you found this video helpful on the hip thrust. There's going to be something else you're going to find just as helpful. It's a report that I wrote. It's called the 5-minute glute workout. You got to get it. One of two ways to get it is where I'm pointing. There's an arrow under this video. Click that arrow. It's going to drop open the video description area. You'll see a link right at the top there that says criticalbench.com/glutes. An easier way to get it is to click this button right here. Give us your email and the report's coming to you right away.
Don't forget to also subscribe to the Critical Bench YouTube page by clicking right here, and then also check out another awesome video by clicking this link right here.
Other than that, comments, suggestions, questions, post them down in the comment section. We will get back to you. I'm Coach Brian with CriticalBench.com. This is Alyssa. Thanks for watching.